Piano players, warming up your hands is a critical part of any piano player's routine. You definitely want to give yourself a moment to arrive at the piano and warm up your fingers. Think of yourselves as musical athletes. Let me walk you through my 3-minute piano warm-up. Okay, so before I begin, let's take a look at exactly what it is that I use when I warm up my hands at the piano. Once we're done walking through the steps, I'm going to play it through in its entirety with sheet music on the screen so that you can follow along with me and play at home. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a scale. I like to choose a major scale and then its minor counterpart. And to keep things simple, we're just going to do this in the key of C. Now there's a twist. We're going to play the C scale, normal on the way up, but we're going to use staccato on the way down. Next, we're going to look at A minor, which is the relative to C. So this is a nice simple scale, it's all white keys, but we have a little twist on this one. So what we're going to do is we are going to practice our dynamics. We're going to practice becoming gradually louder on the way up and then gradually softer on the way down. And what this is going to do is it's going to help to activate sort of the part of our brain that controls the pressure in our fingers so that we're thinking about dynamics before we even begin to play our songs, which is a really good thing to do. We're going to start nice and quiet, but gradually building in volume. Bringing it right back down. And then finally, I'm going to use something similar to a hand-in exercise. So this will sound familiar to many of you, but there's a little twist. I'm going to change up the pattern on my way down. So it's going to be this. And if you're not familiar with how these work, you basically just need to think about resetting your hands and then they do the rest of the work for you. What I mean is this. You're going to play your first note, which is C, and then instead of going to the 5th, you're going to reach everybody up an extra step. You've got a 6th. And then you're going to go down a step, up, and then 3, 4, 2, 3. I'm calling out the finger numbers for my right hand right now. And you'll be able to see this again, like I said, on your screen. But this is the pattern that won't change as you ascend the scale. As you come down the scale, we're going to change things a little bit. So again, this is going to keep you on your toes and make sure that you're really mentally engaged with your warm-ups. It's super easy to get into autopilot mode when we warm up. We don't want that. We want to be present. On the way down, we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to play our top note. We're going to skip. So there's going to be a distance of a 3rd. And then all we have to think about from that point is walking down the scale and back up it. Same thing, pattern resets. We skip a note, fingers go down. And then we're just thinking at the actual sort of 5-finger scale as we continue the exercise. So don't worry if that looks complicated. Like I said, you're going to have sheet music to follow along with. So I'm going to demonstrate this for you in its entirety at 70 BPM, which is a nice moderate tempo. Once you've mastered it, I would love to encourage you to practice this at a higher speed, as well as add some of your own creative flourishes to make it your own. We're going to leave 4 extra beats in between each of the exercise changes just to give you time to move your hands. So we want to be paying attention to the amount of beats that each note gets. Some of the measures end with half notes and some of them with whole notes, and then we'll give you 4 more. But I'll count you in so you know exactly what to do. So listening for that beat. 1, 2, here we go. Now staccato on the way down. Note 1, 2, here we go. Becoming gradually louder as we ascend the scale, and then decreasing slow but steady in volume as we go down. 2, 1, 2, here we go. Congratulations. Now you might be thinking, that wasn't 3 minutes. It really wasn't 3 minutes. So your job now is to go and practice this a few times over, because what we want to do is create some repetition, and you want to vary your tempo. So increase the tempo of the exercise by 5 BPM, and when you get comfortable at the new tempo, like really comfortable, you can bump it up by another 5 BPM. You can also play with dynamics as well as you play through these exercises. Make this your own. This is just the beginning. Hope you have tons of fun with it and enjoy warming up those fingers.